I'm Sally.
And I'm Sema, and we are
The Buffy Babes. We're going to be talking all things Buffy, rewatch, reboot, and fun facts.
So let's go.
The third episode in season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer sees Buffy attempting to spend time as a normal teenager and trying out for the Sunnydale High cheerleading squad. However, when cheerleaders begin to suffer strange magical injuries, Giles, Buffy, Willow, and Xander start to speculate that it might be a witch sabotaging the cheerleaders. The trio suspect a fellow classmate, Amy Madison, a quiet girl whose mother was a championship cheerleader in high school and who desperately wants to be on the team, seemingly to please her mum. After Buffy is eventually hexed, she and Giles go to confront Amy's mother, Catherine, to explain that the pressure she's been putting on Amy to cheerlead has led her to witchcraft, only to discover that Catherine has swapped bodies with Amy in order to relive her youth and reclaim her cheerleading glory. Buffy confronts the witch in a final showdown, ultimately breaking the spell and restoring Amy to her own body.
That was such a good plot twist, wasn't it?
It was really good.
It was really, really good because the whole time you're thinking, "Oh, Amy, what are you doing?" And and then it's like, "What? It's not even Amy; it's her mum." It's like a Freaky Friday, but with witches.
Yeah, because she spends so long talking about how her mum was such a good cheerleader and how she trains 3 hours a day with her mum and how her mum is amazing. And you're like, oh, okay, she's just doing this to, be a good daughter. Or like she's feeling the pressure from her mum to be on the cheerleading squad just like she was. But it's not Amy at all.
Yeah, it is the mum.
It is the mum. Such a good plot twist, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I really like about this episode because it starts to introduce, I guess, normal issues, but like an exaggerated version of normal issues.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the start of this, isn't it? Like a controlling mom, feeling the pressure of having to be good at something that you're not naturally good at because your parents are pressuring you to do it. And that's exactly how a lot of young people feel.
Yeah.
But obviously, the exaggerated version of like body switching and
the
stuff.
Supernatural element to a very normal teenage kind of problem.
Exactly. But it's definitely the first episode that continues that same sort of like feeling that you have as a teenager. And then every episode from now on, I guess they identify different aspects of being a teenager, don't they? But like in a supernatural way. So yeah, I really love this episode. It's such a good one because I definitely related a lot to it because I had that pressure feeling.
Ah, did you? Interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Of like, having to do well in school and, why didn't you get an A and all that kind of stuff. So I really felt this hit home for me this episode. I didn't actually watch this episode until I was older. I just saw the sign on there, and when they're trying out for cheerleading. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm skipping and going all over the place, but they're trying out for cheerleading, and it says 1996 cheerleader tryouts, and I was like, hold on a minute, I was actually 6. I was watching Buffy.
Definitely not the demographic.
No, I definitely wasn't. So I didn't actually see this episode until I was older and rewatched Buffy again from the beginning.
Okay.
Because
it's set in 96, but it was aired in 97.
Oh, okay, so I was 7 then.
So yeah, right. March 97 is when it was first aired. But
interesting. Yeah, okay. So I was a year older. It's okay.
You're 7. It's fine. It's totally normal.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think it's definitely one of those episodes that really would hit home for a lot of people, but also like, I don't know, give them a space to feel like that's okay that that's happening and it is wrong to be happening. And that sort of thing, like it's sort of highlighting the fact that it is wrong.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people wouldn't necessarily know if that's what you're literally brought up in.
Yeah. So I think in this episode, there's kind of 2 streams, I suppose, happening at the same time. There's one of Amy's mother living vicariously through Amy, but literally living through Amy. And then there's another one, not to the same extent, but when Buffy's having a conversation with her mum and her mum's encouraging her to get into yearbook because that's what she did at high school. And so she thinks that Buffy should give it a go and that she'd really like it. And Buffy says something like, oh, this just in, I'm not you, I'm into my own thing. And that's just such a Buffy response, like so sure of herself and like,
Yeah.
okay, you wanted to do yearbook, but I don't. And I think, you know, some people might relate to that and be like, oh yeah, my parents wanted me to do this, but I wasn't interested in it. I didn't want to do it. And then there's the other side where you feel the pressure from your parents and you want to please them, you want them to be proud of you, and you give into it.
Yeah, definitely. No, I do love those two different sides, especially like at the end when Joyce is like, and I just don't get you, and I understand that I don't get you, and I just thought that was such a like I guess like an open-minded response to trying to raise a teenager, and I really admire Joyce for that. Again, coming from a mother's perspective, now that I'm a mum, rewatching this again for the first time since becoming a mum, I really get how open-minded she actually was and really trying to help her daughter through quite difficult things that she doesn't get to understand.
Yeah, because she does say, and this is something I think we talked a bit about last week, but she says something like, I've been reading all the books, or I've been trying to understand, and you can tell that she's really putting in the effort to connect with her daughter and understand her, but she just can't, you know, because she's a slayer.
Yes, exactly. One huge ingredient that she's missing to her daughter's personality.
But there is also, at the start of the episode, Buffy's talking about trying out to be a cheerleader, and her mum's just not paying any attention to her whatsoever. You know, she's trying to get that box open for her gallery, and she's just kind of like, oh yes, 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 dear, whatever. Oh yes, okay, fine, next time. Whatever. And she's just not listening at all, and not apparently being supportive. So there's also that aspect as well, that you know,
she does have her own life, and she is trying to do her own life, because not only has Buffy been uprooted, but Joyce has as well. And you do get that element sometimes of like, she's stressed out because she's, you know, got a new job and got a new thing, and she's trying to make that work.
And she's a single mum.
So there's a lot of elements at play, which is why I guess Buffy can feel a bit like her mum's not listening, and she is a bit neglected, and like, you know, I guess especially when we get into season 2, she feels like she just comes and goes at all hours, and her mum never really says anything. But it's mainly because her mum's just trying to do her own life as well, and it's just too difficult because Buffy wouldn't say anything to her anyway, you know, she just sneaks out the window. So I think
when I watched it for the first time, I definitely did not appreciate all the sacrifices that Joyce was making for Buffy to move to a whole new town. I mean, that's huge, just to get your daughter into high school.
Yeah, no, it's true. We're such mums now.
I know.
Buffy from the mum perspective. Maybe we should call it that.
Buffy mums, not Buffy babes anymore, just Buffy mums.
I do love Cordelia in this episode. I feel like she's the perfect kind of like cheerleader, like character, I suppose. It's like, why isn't she a cheerleader in the first place? But yeah, I just thought the whole beginning of like when they're trying out with the cheerleading, and like Giles calls it like a cult.
Yeah. That opening episode, that opening scene is brilliant.
So
I love
funny, because like it's all angled on him, isn't it? And he's like, "How could you do this?" and blah blah blah. You're like, "Oh my god, what has she done?" And then the camera turns to her, and she's just standing there in her cheerleading
outfit.
It's so funny. She's like, "What? You don't like the color?"
Giles is definitely comic relief in this episode.
Yes,
I think, but this is just a fun episode. I think you know, you have that the kind of what am I trying to say? The like societal aspects. No, that's not right.
Yeah, like sort of like the social aspects of it, of like the high school hierarchy. You know, we're trying to be popular, we're trying to be cheerleaders, and like, you know, you need to follow us or leave us alone kind of thing. And
but it is also just a fun kind of episode, but with witchcraft and
yeah, it only gets tense towards the end, you know, when Buffy's like about to die for the first time, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, it cuts it quite close, really. Giles is like, she only has a few minutes left. You're like, oh my God, a few minutes? Like,
They're
come
still
on,
very
Giles,
casual
hurry
about
up.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit too casual. Like, obviously, he was quite aggressive towards Amy's mum, being like, you gotta help her. But he was also a little bit casual. Like, she's only got a few hours and then she's only got a few minutes. It's like, wouldn't you like try and hurry up a bit more? And this
Yeah.
is your Slayer, your
The
first
Slayer is
Slayer.
dying, lying on the ground
Yeah,
there, dying.
yeah. Come on, man, do something. Hurry up. I was also thinking how none of them looked 16 during those cheerleading tryouts. They all
I
looked older than
know. They look
16.
so much older.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember 16-year-olds being able to do that or like just
Well, I
generally
mean, they were a bit
maybe do
older,
that, but yeah.
but also, you know how lately people have been looking at the mum in Home Alone and
Yeah.
saying, "Oh my God, she's only like 35 or something in the scene, but she looks so much older." I feel
Yeah.
like we're kind of doing
Uh
that with Buffy. You know, they
that's true.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
look a bit aged
Yeah.
when
'Cause
they're not ancient. I mean, they're like
no.
what, 19 or something.
Well, yeah, even Sarah Michelle Gellar is 18 years old playing a 16-year-old.
That's not outrageous, is it?
No, it's not. But she still looks a pup because she's got like a little bit of baby face. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Whereas
she does.
Cordelia is the oldest one, isn't she? She's
Is
older by
she?
like a few
Okay.
years, I think. Which is why I guess she looks more mature later on in the series is as well.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah. But it is it's quite funny. I like that Buffy's like this is also the start of Buffy like saving people like in the school all the time in front of everybody else and then no one ever seems to say anything or like do
Mm,
anything or be like thanks Buffy for saving me. It's
yeah,
always like forgotten.
yeah.
Um
And they
which
don't
is
really
quite
address that until like season 3 at
yes,
the
at the prom.
at the prom where they give her the award and
I always
actually acknowledge
cry.
that. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. I love
I
that.
love that. I love that
But
that
yeah,
episode.
all this crazy stuff goes on and it's just normal. They don't
Yeah,
mention it.
like she literally put out Amber, who was on fire, in
Yeah.
front of
And I love
everyone.
literally everyone else is just standing there doing nothing. Buffy runs, grabs this banner down, runs back, and
Yeah.
like starts putting out. And even Amber herself is just standing there waving her arms around, like, slap them on the ground, do something. Don't just stand
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you'd think in a town of supernatural, like, hell-mouthy things all the time, they'd be used to it
They'd
by
be
now,
used to
and
it, yeah.
but no. Because obviously, like, this stuff would have been happening before Buffy's arrival.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, no one ever seems equipped to handle any of it.
And I think like the hands going on fire, fine. That kind of reminded me a bit of Once More with Feeling, where they
Oh,
spontaneously combust after dancing so much
yeah,
when she's standing
that's
there
true.
beginning to smoke and then her hands caught fire. But some of
Yeah.
the other things, like Cordelia losing her sight, and there's that one scene of her and her eyes are just
Mm,
white and she can't see.
that's
And one
really
of the
cool.
other cheerleaders whose mouth just disappears.
Yeah, that was
Oh
cool.
my
That's
God,
so
that's
eerie, isn't it?
really creepy. So
Yeah,
creepy. And when you're,
yeah.
can you imagine how much you'd panic if that happened to you? You're just sitting in class and then suddenly you didn't have a mouth, you couldn't talk, you couldn't scream. Ah,
It
oh.
would be really scary, yeah. No, I like how like subtle the eeriness is in here. It's not like got loads of crazy special effects. It's literally just like a bit of stuff over someone's mouth and obviously Cordelia having contact lenses, but it is just so impactful, I think, the
Yeah,
way it's done.
yeah.
Um, And it's only glimpses as well. It's not like you see a lot of it. It's just like a
No,
glimpse of
that's
that
right.
girl not having a mouth and a glimpse of Cordelia not being
But
able to
that's
see. And then
enough, isn't it?
it's enough, yeah, to keep thinking about it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was also thinking like, when did Amy and her mum actually swap? Like later on, Amy says a few months ago I woke up, which means that when you look back at the episode and that whole beginning bit when like Willow's like, "Oh hey Amy, how are you?" and Amy's like, "Oh
Mm,
hi," and she's all like
mm,
really happy and peppy. That's
mm.
the mum. That
That's the
isn't
mum, yeah,
Amy.
yeah.
Yeah. So we never actually get to meet Amy until
The very end
the
scene.
very end, which is very interesting because I always thought earlier I never really picked up on the whole a few months ago thing for some reason. I always thought that they swapped during the episode. But no, that whole thing is the mum, which is quite creepy as well.
But that's also why Amy lost all the weight, because it was her mum going on the broth diets, not Amy.
Yeah,
but it's also
exactly.
weird that you know, she's at school building up a relationship with Buffy, but then the real Amy hasn't even met Buffy yet until she goes to her house. And
yeah, that's why she was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, but it's just so weird. And then she kind of comes back to school like she's been friends with these people the whole time.
Well, I think because the mum knows Willow, isn't it? Willow's probably the only one that the mum knew.
Yeah,
because they used to hang out a lot. So, and Willow's hanging out with Buffy. So I think that's the only reason why Mum/Amy started talking to Buffy, is because she's right there next to Willow. And Willow's really the only friend that she knows. She doesn't know any of the cheerleaders. She doesn't know anybody else. And that also makes sense with that whole thing of when she says, "I can't get my body to move that way." It's because she's so frustrated that
she's
literally
stuck in
Amy,
a different body.
Yeah, she's stuck in a different body, who's Amy's body, who's never been able to do cartwheels and flips and whatever, because she hasn't learned how to do that.
Yeah, so you definitely pick up on a lot of those little snippets the second time round, don't you? And you kind of think, that's the mum. That's the mum.
It makes sense. Yeah, I like that. And then right at the end with the eyes and the statue.
Oh my gosh, so
isn't that cool?
There's a few things in this episode that are kind of they throw back to in later episodes. So like in maybe season 2 or 3, Oz is looking at the statue and he's like, "Oh, it's so weird the way the eyes follow you around."
Yeah, and she's obviously still in the statue, the mum.
Yeah, she's still in there.
Which means that she must have got destroyed when the school got destroyed.
You'd assume so, wouldn't you?
But it's just never spoken about again, so
that's fine. She deserved it. She had it coming.
Yeah.
And like the black eyes of
the black eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then, you know, Willow and Amy also get the black eyes in later episodes as well. So it's the first time we see that in like the dark kind of magic. And there's just a couple of things in this episode that they throw back to later on, which I quite enjoyed.
I like that they keep that consistency. That's a good thing about Buffy the series, is they do seem to keep little things like that quite consistent. So you're not like, hold on a minute, I thought, you know, that happens when this person does that, or you know what I mean? Like,
they've built up a really strong world, haven't they?
Yes, exactly. It's very good. And this is also when Xander is like way more creepy as well. Like he says a lot of creepy stuff in this episode. He's like, leave Buffy alone. She's not gonna want to date you at all. So I'm so glad she like completely friend zones him.
Completely. And but he still doesn't give up. Like I definitely remember thinking, oh, he's just a bit of a, like, you know, bit of a loser, bit of a goofball, whatever. But now when I watch it, I'm just like, oh, you're just a bit of a creep, aren't you?
Yeah.
She's clearly not into you.
Yeah, because like I feel like if I was him, I wouldn't even think that she'd even give me the time of day, you know? Why does he think that she would have romantic feelings towards him? She's like never shown any sort of interest at all.
Meanwhile, poor Willow is completely besotted with Xander and he doesn't even notice. Ugh.
No.
Xander.
Yeah. Poor Willow. She's really tries, isn't she? But I am glad that like they sort of don't get together properly, like in the show, if you get what I mean.
What, Willow and Xander?
Yeah. Like they sort of have the thing, don't they, when they kiss, but they
very
don't properly get
little.
Yeah. I am glad that doesn't happen, just because I feel like Willow deserves better.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So did Anya, but you know, we'll get to that later.
Oh yeah, justice for Anya.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and I recognize that most of the scenes from this episode is in the opening credits, which is quite funny.
Yeah. I love watching scenes from opening credits appear in the actual episode.
Yeah,
you're so familiar with that one little flash, that one image. And then you actually see it.
Yeah, like
the mirror and the where Catherine's like getting beaten by Buffy. And it's like that screaming, ah.
Yeah. And the cheerleaders all lining up doing their.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one. And the black cat jumping
Yes.
out of the box. That's another one. Like, there's actually quite a few. I was like, oh, I know that one. Yeah, so it is quite fun to see opening stuff.
I was just going to say, there's no mention of the Master at all in this episode.
That's true.
It's like a complete standalone. You know, it has no impact to the rest of the season or whatever kind of episode.
Yeah.
Which is quite
nice.
I do
quite like that they do that.
Yeah, it's very much Monster of the Week, which they do a lot in season 1 and less so in later seasons. But I like that kind of different monster each week, different standalone adventure without the overarching storyline in every episode.
Yeah, definitely. Because we're still getting to know the characters. We're still getting to know where they stand, about the school, about the actual situation. We're learning about the world itself. So I think by doing that, we create more of a bond with the characters and an understanding of the world. So when we do later on in the episode, in the season, when the Master comes back and there's more things with him, we understand more of what's going on and
that
what's
is
at
such
stake.
a good point. You're invested in their characters and you've got a better understanding of I suppose the world they're operating in, don't you?
Exactly, especially as they like face things together each week, because even Buffy herself was like in this episode, oh, you guys don't have to help, and then Willow's like, oh, but you're the Slayer and we're the Slayerettes. Exactly. So it's the start of them like actually wanting to work together as a group and like having that as a thing that they do. Even though they sort of did it in the last 2 episodes, it wasn't really like said that this is what we're going to do from now on kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, that could have just been a once-off. But now we see that they are joining in every episode, and Willow says something. They make some reference to like hacking into the school system. And Willow's like, oh, finally I can help, or you know.
Exactly. So it's like you feel like, oh, that's a running theme. So there's always going to be something that she can hack into or some computer thing that she can join in with. And then Xander just doesn't do much. So
he just hangs around being creepy.
Yeah, he hangs around being creepy and sarcastic. I do like his jokes. He does these funny, sarcastic jokes. But
I love he's got one line in this episode where he says, I laugh in the face of danger and then I hide until it goes away. I love that line.
I love that line too. I thought that was funny. I was going to write that down as well. Yeah, no, that is good. Because it does remind me of, I think it's when they're fighting Glory. And Xander and Willow are like suggesting to Buffy that we should hide, like,
oh yeah,
let's just run away and hide. And Buffy's like, yeah, you're right. You're like, what?
The what?
You're finally agreeing with us, because they always want to hide. They like always suggest hiding, don't they? Or running away. Yes, I thought that was quite funny. It just really reminded me of that moment. I think it was, I can't remember what episode it was. Season. Is it 5 or 6? No, 5. It's season 5.
With Glory.
Yeah, like the second to last one or the third to last one.
Where they take Dawn and run off and then get attacked
in the big
by the
caravan.
Yeah,
it's that one.
Yeah.
No, that is the third to last one, isn't it?
It's somewhere near the
Yeah,
end.
because then the second to last one, she's like stuck in that glitch thing in her head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the
magic
last
one.
Yeah. No, very cool. I can't wait to get to these episodes.
I know. I want to skip ahead.
I know. Let's just talk about all of them right now.
Longest podcast ever.
Yeah. So, Sally, do you have any fun facts for us?
You bet I do, Summer. So, kind of going back to what I was saying with, this episode doesn't feature the Master at all. This is also the first of only 7 episodes in the entire series to feature no vampires whatsoever. Not one single vampire.
So like no angel and anything either.
Not even in
Yes.
the background, nothing. So,
That's interesting.
funnily enough, of the seven episodes with no vampires, 5 of them are in the first season. So the Pack, I, Robot You Jane, The Puppet, and Inca Mummy Girl, no vampires
Mm,
whatsoever. And then in
okay.
season 4, Living Conditions and Fear Itself, also no vampires.
Okay.
Mm.
That's very interesting. And everything else has a vampire in it
Yeah,
somewhere.
even if it's just like Spike or Angel in the
Yeah.
background, or
Yeah.
appearing or something like that. But yeah, those ones absolutely no episode, no vampires.
Oh, very interesting. Because I actually like
Yeah.
quite a lot of these. I don't like Fear itself though. I actually kind of hate that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the Halloween party one, isn't it?
Yeah, whether in the house.
Oh, I just find it so boring. I don't know. We'll get to
Interesting.
that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also another fun fact:
Mhm,
Charisma Carpenter, who plays Cordelia, was
mhm.
actually a cheerleader for the San Diego Chargers in 1991 after she graduated high school. So she was a cheerleader in real life,
That's
which
so
I think is
cool.
it's just such a Cordelia thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Actually being a
yeah,
cheerleader.
yeah. That's very cool. Like she looks like she would be anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a stretch of the imagination to believe that she could be a
Yeah,
cheerleader.
yeah. Very cool.
And then also, bit of a bummer one to end on, but
Mm.
the German episode of which was changed to exclude the Nazi references made by Willow and Buffy, where
Okay.
Willow says her mum's kinda, and then Buffy says
Y-
Nazi-like. Willow says
Yeah,
Heil. So they had to change that in the German episode, obviously, and they
right.
changed it to her mum is a real, and then Buffy says Superwoman, and Willow says something like that. It's
Right. Okay,
quite
that's
different,
funny.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, not Superwoman. You change it to like bitch or something, no?
I know, I know, I know. Nazi-like
Yeah.
Superwoman, two very different things.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought
very.
that was interesting.
It's weird that they would change it to Superwoman as well.
Well, it was Superfrau, which I assume is just super woman. So maybe not
Yeah,
Superwoman, but a super
yeah,
woman.
yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Very interesting. But yeah, I get why they changed it because it is like a very, even my ears was like, what? They just said that
Yeah.
when I was watching it again. Yeah. But there are things like that, isn't it, in Buffy that hasn't necessarily aged well or you
Absolutely,
wouldn't
yeah.
really want to say now.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, because we're
but
coming up to 30 years almost since
yes. Oh
season
my
1.
God. We're
I
so old.
know, I know. I mean, a lot has changed in that 30 years, so yeah,
Yes.
not all of it is really what you'd see on your screens today, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Which is a shame because I think is one of still my favorite season of all time.
Yeah,
Um,
but I mean, it's still, as a show, I think it is still quite progressive for
mm,
its time, and it does hold up pretty well, I think.
I think so. Oh, I did actually want to say that I thought the fight scene between Amy, Xander, and Willow was absolutely hilarious because she like chokes Xander and then
Oh, yeah,
punches Willow. It's like,
yeah.
wow, that's a bit uncalled for. Like, did she punch her or slap her? Like, it's sort of like a whoosh kind of
Yeah, I don't
sound
know.
effect, but I don't really know what happened.
There's
Like, why
I
do you want to
also
punch Willow?
I thought it was just really cringe at the end when Xander comes in after Buffy and Giles have already
Yeah,
switched them back, and then Xander says something like, "Oh, it's okay. I've sorted it all now. I've fixed it all now." And you're like, "Oh God, come on, Xander.
yeah,
Nobody believes that. Just don't even."
yeah,
A Willow comes in with like a baseball bat or something.
yeah, yeah. And she's like, where is she?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love Willow. I feel like she's really coming out of her shell. Like every episode, I feel like she's coming more and more out of her shell.
Mm,
Yeah, definitely. Because she is getting more like standing up for herself, standing up for her
yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
She's
I
definitely
mean, she
doing that.
definitely would not have been doing things like that when we first meet her, would she?
Exactly, yeah. Like even yeah, so even compared to the first episode to the third episode, she's already made
Mm,
like huge character development. You can see that, which I really like, that Buffy's bringing that out of her. Because then it makes so much sense as well, as she continues to grow and then become, like, you know, the most powerful witch, spoiler alert. um but yeah, like, you see that happening because Buffy does bring out, I think, the strength in her, and hanging out with Buffy brings out the strength in her, whereas she
for
doesn't really
sure.
have that effect on Xander. Xander just is
Well,
just
yeah, if you
creepy.
think she was hanging out with Xander and Jesse before Buffy came along, of
Mm,
course she's going to be in a shell, isn't she?
mm, yeah. Yeah, you know what you said, was it yesterday? Not yesterday, last week, about they're never mentioning Jesse again.
Yeah.
I feel like that was so evident in this episode, because when Xander is talking to Willow and he's like, "Oh, you know, you're my guy friend who knows
Oh,
about girls
yeah.
stuff."
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, what about Jesse? Like, he's
Yeah.
also your guy friend
Yeah.
that you've just forgotten about and killed. Like,
But this is something that I think really separates the earlier seasons of Buffy to the later seasons, because there's a lot of death in the first few seasons, but
yeah,
it's not a big deal. But then if you look
yeah.
at later seasons where you've got Joyce dying with the body,
Mm,
like, oh my God, that is such a hard episode to watch. And when Tara
yeah,
gets shot and all these
yeah,
things happen, and and when Buffy dies as well,
yeah,
like, oh my God, they're such big important episodes and they make such a big deal out of it, and it's so much darker and heavier. But the
mm,
earlier seasons are just so much lighter, and I think a big part of that is because there are deaths and there are these really creepy things happening, but they just brush it off like it's not. Like,
yeah,
if they actually expanded on Jesse dying and Xander was upset, it would be such a heavier season than what it is.
yes, yeah, definitely. Because even, like, thinking back to, episodes coming up when students die,
Yeah. Yeah.
or even like the principal dying,
Yeah.
it's never really like, oh yeah, he just got eaten. Like, it's come on, guys, like, literally your
Mm.
classmate is
Mm.
gone. Like,
Mm.
it does slightly get more serious, like you said, towards like season 2 and 3.
Mm.
They are, you do feel like they are being more impacted by the death. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely the first season, it is brushed off. I think it's just because to, like, get through it, and that's not the issue, I guess, that the season's trying to show. It's not trying to
Yeah.
show, like,
True.
obviously, yes, it's sad when people die, but that's not what the episodes are trying to
Yeah.
concentrate on. It's trying to
Yeah.
concentrate on, oh look, there's a interesting new monster, and Buffy's going to save the day. And that's
Yeah.
really what this season is concentrating on more, and building up those characters rather than focusing on the death of all these innocent
But I
people.
do think it's interesting that for all the issues they explore, especially in season one of being
Mm,
a teenager in high school,
mm,
dealing with death isn't one of those episodes.
that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
It's just too casual, apparently.
Just
It
too
happens
casual.
all the
Hey
time.
ho.
Yeah. Because
That's
even like do you remember The Wish, with when Anya first comes in,
yeah.
and, like, spoiler alert, so Cordelia, like, creates a whole new world, and
Yeah.
in
Oh,
that new
such a
world,
good
because,
episode.
but such a good episode, but in that new world, because there's no Buffy, there's very few students left, and the
It's
teacher's
really
like,
dark, isn't
yes,
it?
and next week we'll have our annual memorial service, and it's
Yeah.
the death is still brushed off,
Yeah.
because it's so constant. It's like, oh yeah, remember, we got to go, commemorate all these students that have died this week, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's still like, because it's so normal, it is normalized. Like,
Mm.
the kids dying in that school is so
It's what they used to.
normalized.
That's true. But then,
Yeah.
like, when in the first episode, um, when they find that guy in the locker and Cordelia's talking about it with her friends, and she's like, "Oh, they
They
found him
are
in the locker,
shocked.
way dead." Yeah, they're talking about it like it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Where it should just be
But
a
then
kind of common
they never
occurrence.
talk about it like that again.
No,
Because stuff like that keeps happening, and it's never spoken
it's
about
no. I suppose
like
because
that.
it's the pilot, isn't it? Things are always a bit funky in the pilot.
Yeah, that's not very consistent, is it? Or maybe just like Cordelia just wanted to tell Buffy about it. I don't know.
Yeah. An
Yeah.
icebreaker.
Yeah. Hey, there's a dead guy in the locker, so you can't see the woman with the moustache. Like, I love Cordelia. I love her more and more every time I watch Buffy. I just love her more. I think
Yeah.
she's got because I also think about like where her character starts and then how her character develops makes me like it more as well.
Yeah. I can't remember if I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but one of my favorite ever Cordelia moments is in season 3 where Buffy can hear everyone's thoughts.
Mm.
And Cordelia's thoughts are exactly what she says out loud. And
Yeah,
that
it's
is
so
what
funny.
I just love that so much about
Yeah.
Cordelia. Like she's just
When
so
can we
straight to
go?
the point.
When can
And
we go?
there's no kind of bullshit around her. She's just so unapologetically her, isn't she?
Yeah, I love
Even if
that
that's
too.
sometimes superficial or mean or whatever it
Yeah,
is. Like she doesn't pretend. She just is
yeah.
herself.
Even like, that just reminds me as well of a line that Cordelia says in, was it School Hard when we first meet Spike?
Oh yeah.
And Buffy's like, I'm just trying to run 3 lives here, like oil, water, and another non-meshy thing. And then Cordelia's like, yeah, I can see the oil.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Cordelia, that's not what she's talking about. It's so funny.
She has so many good lines in the whole series. Love it.
Yeah. Or like the other one, okay, I just thought another one. Okay, so when they're gonna go out to the frat party, and
Oh yeah.
Cordelia's like, "Oh, Buffy, you look so like nice today," and she's like, "Actually, I can't lie to you."
Yeah.
What do you mean, Buffy looks actually really nice? Like the hair. What do you mean? Her hair's just great. But she never likes Buffy's hair for some reason. She
I
always
mean,
has it out for her hair.
Buffy's hair, I feel like, could be an entire podcast by itself. The
Yeah.
rate it changes and she gets
Yeah.
haircuts and different hairstyles and things. It's
I
insane.
don't know how Sarah Michelle Gellar's hair grows so fast.
Oh, I know. I wish mine did that.
I know, like really fast. Like one minute she's got like a bob cut, and the next minute it's like down to her, you know, boobs. And like
Yeah.
it's obviously her hair
Yeah.
because you can tell really when someone's wearing a wig or extensions or something, and she's definitely not.
Especially,
Um,
yeah, in the 90s, you'd definitely be able to tell, wouldn't
yeah,
you?
yeah, because that kind of stuff, like even in that one episode when she is wearing a wig, it's very obvious that she is
Yeah, yeah.
wearing one. So it would have been like that if yeah, she was at any other point during Buffy. So but yeah, I just love how her hair changes so much, especially like the first episode to this episode. It's way less big. It's looking more like girly, I guess what you mean, rather
Yeah.
than like done up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Softer.
Yeah. What's your favorite look then for Buffy?
I don't know. I think the first 2 seasons of hair all blend into each other with the short fringes and the kind of choppy cuts and things.
Season 2 is very different hair from season 1, though. Season 2, she's way more like really chopped. It's shiny and short, and like, because that's when she starts wearing all the leather and she's getting along with Angel, and it's a very different Buffy to
Is it
like trying
season
to
2 where
be.
she's got that short little fringe like in the middle of her
That's
forehead?
season 3.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just keep reminding
Yeah.
ourselves as we
I mean,
watch it.
I definitely remember season 4 is the crimped hair.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, I think
I loved the crimped
that's
hair.
probably my standout Buffy
Mm.
hairdo. What about
And
you?
even season 5, I love the long, like, big curls.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm
Yeah.
changing my answer. I'm changing my answer. Do you know what my favorite is? Where
Yeah.
she cuts her hair off in season 6.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I watch the episode, I want to cut all my hair off. I love it. I love it when she cuts her hair off. And
Yeah.
least favorite is the hair in season 7. Really don't like that.
In season 7. Oh, it's mostly just tied up a lot, though, isn't it?
I always think of it as
Like the
being
like the low bun, she has quite a lot.
the low bun, but also just really long, and she also wears those really long skirts, and
Mm.
Yeah, don't like the whole look.
Mm, mm. No, I like the more glamified version of that in season 5 before she dies.
Oh
And
yeah,
like she's learning
yeah.
about glory and she's very beautiful in that with the big hoops and the
Oh
long
yeah, I love the
shiny
hoops.
hair
I
and
love the
yeah,
hoops. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I think that's my favorite. Just because I feel like I could probably try and do that, whereas all the other
Do you
hairstyles
know
I
what? I was
couldn't.
literally just thinking, I love that, but I could never pull it off myself.
Yeah, oh, I could try. I could do your hair for you. Let's give it a go.
We'll have an
Because you're
episode where we try and recreate our favorite Buffy looks.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious because I do have like boots and short leather skirts and
Oh,
and
hey,
like
you got the
see-through
Buffy look
tops.
going on.
Yeah, we could do that.
Mine would probably be like the fast food uniform from season 6. That would be the only look I could recreate.
Really? You have stuff that bright?
Probably. But being vegan, no leather.
Yeah.
So no leather jackets, no leather boots.
Well, it's plastic. It's not real leather. I say
I
leather,
suppose.
it's not actual leather. I
Oh,
can't afford
you got
that.
the pleather
Yeah, the
jacket.
pleather stuff. I've got lots of pleather.
Why does that sound so weird?
Oh dear.
One thing I did want to quickly talk about
Yes.
is about the reboot a little bit, because I
Oh
read an
yes.
interview, which it's not a new interview. I think it's from a couple of months ago, but
Okay.
I hadn't read it before, and I just thought it was quite a interesting little detail. So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to read out some of the quotes that this is from Sarah Michelle Gellar talking
Okay.
about the reboot. And she says, "It will be lighter than the last seasons of the original. We'll try to find a balance between new and old characters. My dream is to bring back everyone who has died, but space will have to be made for new stories as well." One of the surprising aspects of Buffy is that it's always been a crossover series. We're trying to figure out how to modernize the themes of the series, especially what it means to feel like an outsider in a world dominated by social media. What we want to explore are space-time boundaries that affect society today.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Because I feel like it's really hard to integrate social media into things without it looking weird. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
or
mean?
without it being the focus, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Because like Netflix has come out with some of those newer movies when someone gets a text message and the
Yeah.
text message pops up on screen and
Do you know what?
like
I can't read those.
yeah,
I can't read what's
it's too
happening on screen.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
And
it's too fast for our old eyes.
I can't picture that as being in the Buffy world.
Yeah, because they didn't even have phones. Like they had like the handheld phones and they'd call the house phone. I guess the
And do
very
you remember
last
in season 4, Buffy gets a pager and it's like a big
yes,
deal to her, isn't it?
yeah. Actually the very last season is when Dawn gets a mobile phone, but she only uses it like once and then we never see a mobile phone again.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're always ringing each other saying, Buffy, where are you? You haven't come home yet.
Yeah.
Like they never do that. Like that's never a thing. It's like she'll come home when she comes home and we'll be worried about her when she does.
You can't just phone her and Buffy will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm trapped in a mausoleum by some vampires. Can you come save me?"
Yeah. Like it wouldn't quite have the same effect, would it? If they
No.
always know where she is, or like, got her Apple thing when you can track people. Like
Get
it'll
the
be
air
very
tag.
useful. Yeah. They'll just tag Buffy. It's like, okay, we know that she's still over there or something. Like I guess it would make the mysteries a bit easier to solve.
Yeah, but I mean that would be interesting to see how they do incorporate it. But
Hmm.
I did like hearing that. What did she say? It will be lighter than the last few seasons of the original. I quite like the sounds of that.
Yes, because it did get very dark and very
Mm.
deep, and I
Yeah.
missed Buffy being happy.
Yeah.
She basically wasn't happy when as soon as she got came back to life. From
Yeah.
then on, she was just
She's
never
not.
herself
No,
again, was she?
she
She was
wasn't.
never happy. She was never light. She was never like joyful.
No. But I'd
And what?
say even before then, after she finds out that Dawn is the key and her mum dies, I'd say, is the start of her just kind of not wanting to be there, but like, you know, she loses that spark, doesn't she? That makes her
definitely,
Buffy.
yeah.
And then after she comes back in season 6, it's just so much worse. And it's not that enjoyable to watch a sad person.
Yeah, I find a lot of season 6 hard to watch because she's very self-destructive. And I guess it's relatable in one time of your life, but would you really want to keep reliving it every time you watch Buffy? So
True.
yeah, so I get it. It's good representation of how you can feel, but it's also hard to keep rewatching, so it's not as rewatchable as other seasons, is it? Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, so that I like that they're going to make it lighter. And she said it'll be her dream to bring back people who have died.
My dream is
Do
to
you think
bring
they
back
would?
everyone who has died.
I feel like that would
No.
be hard to do.
I think
Yeah.
even if they wanted to, and even if they agreed to bringing everyone back who's died, like scheduling conflicts, I think just means that it won't happen. And
maybe she's saying that mainly for the fans, isn't it? Because everyone's like, "Oh, bring back Tara, bring back Cordelia."
yeah, I mean, you could, maybe it's just that she wants to work with people that she's worked with before and would like to work with them again, even if they've died. And one of the reasons I found out about that, her saying that she wants to bring back everyone who's died, and this is news to me, you might already know this, Pedro Pascal, is that his name? Is in Buffy.
Yes.
I did not know this.
He's in that episode.
Season 4, episode 1.
Yes.
Eddie. I think his name's Eddie.
Eddie, yeah. Her
Did
first
not know
friend.
that. Because people were saying, "Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar wants to bring back everyone who's died. Well, let's bring back Pedro Pascal." And I was like, I had no idea he was even in Buffy. What? He looks nothing like him. But,
yeah, it's because he's so young, isn't it?
And then they're like,
okay,
let's just make him a new character, or whatever. But yeah, they can't bring back everyone who's died.
No, especially the ones where they've made a big deal about them dying. So
yeah,
like her mum and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Definitely can't bring her mum back. Or Tara.
No.
I also just don't want to see Tara back. I'm not a Tara fan.
Oh, really? Oh, well, we'll have to talk about that.
I feel like I get a lot of shit for that, but yeah, not a Tara fan. And I have already said that I'd like to see Cordelia back, but...
Yeah, I'd like to see her back as well. Even Anya, I'm still very upset that she's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was cruel. Like, why would you do that in the very last scene when everyone's, like, doing well and winning and they're gonna make it? And then like,
just show dead Anya. Harsh.
So what? And it's just like a split second as well. So you don't even, like, it doesn't sink in. Like, I remember the first time I watched it because I had recorded it as well on the tape.
Yeah.
I went back and had to keep rewatching it just to figure out what I just saw, because also it was terrible quality.
And there's so much going on at the same time, isn't there? And you're like, hang on, wait, what was that? Was that Anya? Was Anya
yeah.
What?
Yeah, what just happened? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I love her character so much. But it would be nice to see her again, but I don't think they would they? I think it's harder to explain.
Yeah. Because hers wasn't a supernatural death, was it?
No. It was just being cut by a sword.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to bring back Sunnydale, or do you think it's going to be filmed in a new place?
Do you know what I was thinking? Isn't there an episode of The Simpsons where they pack up town and move a few miles down the road and set up a new Springfield?
Yeah.
It's like, maybe they'll do that with Sunnydale. Like, everyone just
It'll be new
Sunnydale and builds a town somewhere else. Because it'd be kind of nice. Wouldn't you want your same neighbors and friends and communities? You don't want to have to disperse across the whole country. I doubt they'll do it. I'm sure it'll be set somewhere else.
Because the whole town did evacuate. So I wonder where they went and like...
I always just assumed they kind of fled to wherever they wanted. There was no official point or plan. It was just get out.
But it was interesting that was like the first time ever that everyone like in the whole town like understood that there was something wrong and they did need to leave.
Yeah, kind of acknowledging like, oh, we live somewhere
Yeah.
a bit weird. Maybe now's the time
Yeah.
to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Because up until that point, no matter how many times Buffy saves the world, like it was never really acknowledged in the town itself. Until season 7, which is very interesting. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the new Buffy. It's gonna be so good. No matter what it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be really good because Sarah
Yeah.
Michelle Gellar is like determined to make it good.
Yeah.
I trust that it will be.
And I mean, she said it's taken this long because they wanted to do it right, and it had to be something that she wanted to do. And I think that is just such a good sign that it's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna be good.
It's just good to have a really open mind with it, and just whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be good.
And it's an exciting time to be around for the reboot as well, because I only ever watched Buffy after the whole show was finished. So I could just watch it all straight away. I was never left on a cliffhanger for longer than it could take me to buy the DVDs. Now I'm going to be getting all the goss as it comes out and watching it
exactly.
week by week.
No, it was pure torture when you had to wait a week, especially on stuff that's like a cliffhanger. Even like, when it's like, oh my God, did she die or did that happen? Or like, even at the very end when it's like, oh, they showed me all the, the vampires in the Hellmouth. And you're like, oh my God, what did I just see? But because it's on TV, which is terrible quality at the time, it's sort of like blurry figures. And you're like, oh my God, what am I seeing right now? And you have to wait a week for them to actually explain it. And it's just like, And
you get the next week on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then at the start of the next week, it's previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You get a little recap. And
but you didn't need the previously.
Point. Yeah, because it's been a whole week, and shows were designed to be watched once a week, right?
Yeah.
For a season, and then you have, however long a break before the next season comes out. But shows today are made to be binged, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And that's
they don't really have the previously.
But that's going to change how they make the episodes, like how storylines are kind of drawn out. Relationships between characters, because it's so different when you have a week to think back on an episode and think about how two characters have interacted and where it could go, and because you do spend that time thinking about the episode, whereas if you watch an episode you just automatically go on to the next one. You don't spend any time thinking about the episode. You don't spend any time speculating about what might happen or what that meant or what this means or whatever.
You can see it straight away, can't you? Yeah, so it does change the way they do it.
Yeah, how that is different in the reboot to how they did it in the original.
No, very interesting. Yeah, definitely. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Sally. What's the episode that we're talking about next week? I can't remember. It's after which?
Is it? Oh, I think it's Teacher's Pet.
Is it?
I think it is.
Is it really? I'm so excited. Love that one. Do you like it? You don't?
I have mixed feelings about it. This is the one with Xander and the praying mantis.
Yes.
Yeah. Mixed feelings.
Yeah. It's mixed feelings in terms of like, I guess from like a mum's perspective and just like generally like predators in general, like I don't like. But from like just, I guess to sort of like take it as it is perspective.
I mean,
I find it quite fun and interesting.
We'll definitely be talking about this next week, but it's very much it's a good episode, but I don't think I can handle rewatching that kind of episode.
Oh, really? Well, you have to rewatch it. So.
I'll have to rewatch it, yeah. So it'll be the first time in a long time, I think, that I've rewatched that episode again.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Maybe you have a new perspective on it now.
Maybe I will.
All right. We'll see you next week.
What did you think of this episode?
Let us know in the comments below.
Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next week.
We're not just saying, we're slaying.
We are the Buffy Babes.